the Planet Hank Live Show, the Brattleboro News Recap Show, the finest broadcast in all of Vermont, the greatest form of entertainment available online this evening. Tonight it's Wednesday night, it's hump night, it's hump day, 8 p.m. We all know we love meeting in here. Let's set the mood. I've missed you guys. Oh, man, I love going live for the Brattleboro News Recap Show. Everybody popping on in. We know what's about to happen. I got my Celsius ready. Harry Phillips says, let's go, Hank. If you're just popping in, you got to do the most important part with me. You got to say first, and you got to share it up. Oh, my God. This town has been going bonkers. Okay, it has been going bonkers. Last week, I was a little sicky, okay? I had a stomach ache. I was throwing up. I was dry heaving. I was dehydrated. So we know what that means. We need to pop this Celsius up. We need to hydrate a little, baby. Okay. Says, hey, my boy. She says, oh, the shit talking already. Autumn says, can't wait to hear the latest. Let me go ahead and do the most important part, which is sharing this bad boy up. Hashtag the Brattleboro News Recap Show. Okay. We're going to share this into some groups. I'm going to read them off like I do every week. I grew up in Vermont, Newfane, Vermont. Everything, Greenfield, Mass. American White Wolf Scanner Group, St. Albans, Vermont, Neighborhood Watch, Brattleboro Chat, Dummerston, Vermont Community. Bennington Blotter, shout out to Bennington Blotter. Hinsdale Area News and Info. The Planet Hank Locker Room. Brattleboro, Vermont. Brattleboro Ranting, Panhandling. Vermont News. Bam! Let's go. Sharing it. Keen Connections, News and Alerts. Mature Member Scanner 2.0. Keen Ranting, Panhandling. Police News. Let's go. Let's go. I grew up in Vermont. VTT Official. Bennington Scanner surrounding areas. What we're not going to share it into is the regular Brattleboro Vermont group where it's spelt out Vermont. That is the headquarters, dude. That is the headquarters for the mind-warped, the brainwashed mental casualties of the most ridiculous nonsense in this whole town. Honestly, they should be locked up for aiding and abetting the crazy nonsense that has spiraled this town into freaking chaos, okay? Brattleboro, Vermont, and they got Allison Turner over there. She's a volunteer fire woman. No, you're not, lady. Get from round here. We don't need any of that crazy, liberal, leftist, activist crap any longer. We've done away with it. We're going to continue to do away with it, and we're going to keep going over the top. We're done, okay? We are done. He says, let's go. She goes, why not share it and then set them all off? Yep, hashtag Brattleboro News is the news tank. Is in the news tank. Okay. That's a little far-fetched. So first things first, it's a wonderful December. I'm feeling better. Everybody's feeling all Christmassy. Okay, we're going to get back to business as usual. But first, a special message from Planet Hank Media Production. Merry Christmas! We're bringing back Merry Christmas, okay? We're not saying Happy Holidays. We don't care about that. The only thing that we care about, the only holiday that we are announcing right now is Happy frickin' Merry frickin' Christmas. That's it. Everything else is kaputs, okay? You're done. You're out of here. Get them out of there. Get them out of there, all right? So the Brattleboro News, okay, so this town has been losing its goddamn mind for the last 2 weeks. I was sick, okay, so I couldn't go live last Thursday. The Thursday before that was Thanksgiving. I feel like I haven't been able to podcast appropriately with everybody, and everybody misses me. They're all mad. Okay, so I'm going to reiterate what the rules are here. The Brattleboro News Recap Show, what I do is I play the very best news stories from the area that have been happening, okay? And then I give you guys a chance to watch the news in its entirety, and then you will get to hear the behind-the-scenes comments from me. I'll tell you some stuff that wasn't in the video that you might not know, and everybody seems to love it. So here we go. We got a very important news story coming out of downtown Brattleboro, Vermont, okay? And this one's kind of sad.
Breaking news.
I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com. Tonight's story comes from Horton Place in South Brattleboro, where Brattleboro police, working with the Dover police, were attempting to arrest a man who they believed to be in Brattleboro. The warrant was for contempt of court for a man named Mark Formel, 48, of West Dover, Vermont, who allegedly violated his no-contact order by entering his wife's home around 3 a.m. on November 26th and strangling her 1.5-year-old Chihuahua named Dumpling to death. Formel has a long criminal history, including several domestic violence convictions and repeated violations of conditions of release. The dog Dumpling had a brother named Wonton. They were both named after Chinese food by the victim's daughter. The police did not initially find Formel in the Horton Place residence, but after returning a second time, they were able to find the suspect out on a porch and they made contact. The officers rushed towards Formel, who attempted to run inside the house from the officers, and a struggle ensued while officers placed the man in handcuffs.
You need to go talk to them. You're fucking full of drama. That's all she said. You need to go talk to them.
Mark, you're under arrest. For what?
Wait, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude?
Stop. Hey, stop. You're under arrest.
You're under
For
arrest.
what?
Now you're resisting. You need to stop.
Stop resisting.
Roll you over onto your stomach, bud.
Wait, what is he under arrest for? What is he under arrest for?
Hey, you're caught up.
What is he under arrest
I
for?
have his right arm.
What
I'm caught.
is he
Can you freeze
under arrest for? What is he under arrest
Why are you
for?
tearing my clothes, asshole?
Roll over.
Why
Roll
is he
On
under
your
arrest?
stomach.
You're not answering my questions. You know I'm gonna use this against you, right? Why is he under arrest?
Report him.
One thing at a time. Let's do this, and then we'll talk.
Why is he under arrest?
Report him.
Why is he under arrest? Why is he under arrest? Answer my motherfucking questions.
Want me to get the cruiser? I have my cruiser right here. You okay?
Why is he under arrest?
We're gonna double lock these, Mark, to make sure they don't take them on you.
You're not answering my question.
We're in the middle
You're
of
not reading him his Miranda rights.
We're not questioning him.
Why is he under arrest? Why are you not reading his rights?
We're not questioning him.
You need to read him his rights, though.
No, we do
You're misinformed.
No, I am not.
Have a seat.
No, I am not.
That's fine. All right. Check this with him.
The officers led the suspect to their cruisers, and while searching him, he became very belligerent, aggressive, and he kneed Sergeant Hamilton of the Brattleboro Police Department in the groin. Formel was taken down, and the officers had to use force to contain him and get him into their vehicle before transporting him to the Brattleboro Police Station. He is being charged with aggravated animal cruelty, contempt of court, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and assault on a protected professional.
I'm in my pajamas,
Yep.
numbnuts.
Take a step apart with
Do you
your
not fucking recognize that?
Take a step apart with your feet. Step with me with this foot. Yep, good. You secure there?
I'm gonna secure you guys in about 2 fucking moments. You understand this? Get the fuck out of my shit and leave me the fucking alone.
Mark, you're under arrest.
Fuck you for what? I didn't do anything wrong.
Can you hold on there? Yep.
Listen, get the fuck out of my shit, asshole. Listen, fucking. You fucking.
That was a very poor decision.
You can't touch my fucking. You can't touch my privates.
Open up the door to the car.
You can't touch my privates. You can't touch my privates. You punched him in my face.
Doors open.
You can't touch my privates,
We're gonna roll him
motherfucker.
towards Johnson, and then
You
we're gonna
can't
lift
touch
it.
my privates.
Put him
You
in the
can't
car.
touch my
Let me
privates.
take my.
You can't touch
You want
my
me to grab his
fucking.
legs?
Yes.
You cannot touch my privates.
I'm going first.
You cannot touch my privates. Fuck you. You cannot touch my privates. Fuck you. You cannot touch my fucking privates. And then you punch me in the face.
Down here. And I'm gonna get
Yeah,
to the other
police
side.
police brutality. 101, of course.
Security. He just tried to kick me. Ready?
Yep.
I was able to get a comment from Sergeant Hamilton of the Brattleboro Police Department.
On November 27th, 2024, at approximately 22:45 hours, officers of the Brattleboro Police Department responded to a residence on Horton Place to assist Dover Police Department in taking Mark Formel into custody. Dover Police had reason to charge Formel with aggravated animal cruelty and contempt of court for violating his conditions of release by going to the residence of a woman he had conditions not to have contact with and strangling her dog to death. While being taken into custody, Formel became resistant and struck an officer, and force had to be used to take Formel into custody. Formel was transported to the Brattleboro Police Department and held in lieu of bail. He is being charged with the crimes from Dover of aggravated animal cruelty and contempt of court, along with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and assault on a protected professional.
Just because you are arrested does not mean that you're guilty of a crime, and the investigation is ongoing. This was a sickening incident to cover. I am appalled. Rest in peace, Dumpling, and I send my condolences to his family. Yes, sir. I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com, sponsored by Brattleboro Ford. Like, you gotta be shitting me, bro. You absolutely have gotta be shitting me. You can't touch my privates. You cannot touch my privates. You're not allowed. You can't touch my privates. You can't touch them. Like, what are you thinking, bro? And that lady on the porch, you gotta be shitting me, lady. Like, okay, because you are drunk in your dirty pajamas on your porch smoking a fucking cigarette that you probably got with welfare money, and you said, you're not reading him his Miranda rights. Yeah, you didn't answer my question. Imagine the audacity of talking to the police like that. Like, honestly thinking that they should just, like, what was she expecting they do? Like literally, like just stop. All of a sudden, stop. Oh, you're right, lady. You're right. We didn't answer your questions. All right, let him up. Uncuff him. We're no longer going to do our job now because this lady, you know what I mean? She's right. This freaking white trash lady on her porch who hasn't showered or brushed her teeth and is smoking cigarettes and drinking freaking pounders on the porch. Yeah, you're right, lady. You're right. You got us. Now we're not going to be cops anymore. It doesn't matter that he killed Dumpling, his daughter's dog, with his bare hands. Doesn't matter. We'll just let him go. Like, is that, like, honestly, imagine, where did we get to as a country where when you're getting arrested, somehow you think you're going to get the cops arrested? Like, you did it. They're getting the cops are getting you and arresting you, but you're going to get them. No, actually, you're in trouble. I'm going to call the cops and you're getting fired. Like, what? Just nonsense way of thinking. And especially, like, it always comes from the far left, the crazy people, the freaking brainwashed. They've been told, oh, you're so educated and smart because you're doing exactly what we manipulated you to say and do at all times. So you're so much smarter than Trump supporters. Yes, you're educated. You are the dumb people, okay? You are the dumb ones. You are low energy people. You've done poorly in life. You're not getting the police in trouble. And then simultaneously yelling that America's racist and the system and the government are oppressors. Well, which is it? Are they oppressors and they're going to get you, or are you going to get them? Because that would mean you're the oppressors. Like, it makes no sense. You have no point. You're just been all mixed up because you've been consuming propaganda from far left, pharmaceutical funded, crazy leftist, nonprofit funded media companies. They've just consumed it, run with it. They have no clue what they're talking about, and everybody just shovels that shit down in Brattleboro. Just spews the crap, eats the crap, loves it, and then goes tells everybody how smart they are because they agree with the freaking co-op and Groundworks. Oh, by the way, they just had a major situation at Groundworks. Dude passed out. The EMS brought him back to life. He starts fucking fighting everybody. Half the cops in town had to fly over there, code, with their blue lights on and go deal with this super agitated male. Yep. Revolving door. You don't say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. No way. Are you kidding me? That would never happen over at freaking Groundworks. You know, God forbid that would ever happen at freaking Groundworks. Like, who am I? Who am I to say that? Are you kidding me? Hank? Here's the thing, if you are trying to get your message out, if you have a small business, if you have any type of organization, an event, anything that your message needs to get out, if you're making a product, you're selling something, you need to advertise with the Brattleboro News. The level of content production that Hank creates and provides everybody is next level. The state of Vermont has never seen anything like this. There's no better way to get your message out there. The best companies in town give their money to me because they know what I'm speaking is the truth and they don't want to represent liars. Big shout out to Brattleboro Ford, our flagship sponsors up in North Brattleboro on Putney Road with the best vehicles, the best trucks, the best deals in town. Head up there, buy something. Renegade Property Maintenance. Get your house hooked up. Get your lawn hooked up, shoveling, snowplow removal, whatever outside. King's Electric, the very best in electrical contracting in the state of Vermont, the whole region. These guys are awesome. They got Planet Egg logos on all of their trucks. The owner just texted me and said, "Come on, Hank. It's 8 p.m. Some of us got to work. Okay? Where are you at?" Shout out. King's Electric. Yo, think Mink. Chris Minkler, Paving and Painting LLC. Usually stripe and seal it during the summer, but in the winter, they do interior painting. They do all kinds of different things. Think Mink. Hit them up, 603-414-7997. Zico's Haircuts, Hannaford's Plaza, the best haircuts in town, regular haircuts. Stop in, check Megan out, get a haircut. Y'all look terrible, okay? Big shout out to Fred Cheney over at Vermont Roadworks, the very best asphalt and paving. It's their slow season. Still love them, Vermont Roadworks. We got home security service. Now, this is important. You need to get your house and your property, whatever, your loved ones, they need to be protected. The town of Brattleboro is sliding out of control. The nonprofits are trying to suck this town dry. You got to get your stuff protected. Brattleboro Towing and Recovery, these guys have been everywhere. Out of control season already. Cars sliding off the road. If you have an emergency, call Brattleboro Towing and Recovery. We got Kresge's Alignment up there on Canal Street. If you got any routine maintenance, your car's broken, you need new parts, you need anything with your car, hit them up. My boy Mike just went over, saw them today. They are awesome. And our newest sponsor, Rod's Towing and Repair, 24/7 gas station, towing company. You need some repairs on your vehicles. I absolutely love Rod's. They're just outside of Brattleboro and Putney. Love it. Get yourselves some high quality advertising for your company, your brand. Do not trust the nonsense with your very important messaging. Now, let's get into something else here. All right? Oh, I got one more thing for you. You know, it's been raining out. What the hell has been going on? Rain? Said, thank Hank. No snowflakes allowed. Sherry with the stars. We got a star party going on. We got 4.5 minutes left on this star party. Okay. Sherry sending hella stars. Send them stars over. Thank you to everybody who said, dude, if everybody just sent some stars, okay, it would help me so much. It helps me hire writers. It helps me hire and get more equipment. It helps me build up the news, bring stories faster, research longer, and really get after this thing, okay? So it's been raining. It's been so rainy out. It's very hard for me to go and do arrest videos in the rain. Cameras, rain, no bueno. Here's the Planet Hank weather report. Wednesday, rain, 52 degrees now. Thursday, 37, rain. Friday, Saturday, it's going to be cold. It's going to be sunny out. Sunday, just cloudy, 32 degrees. And guess what? Monday, Tuesday, more rain. But it looks like Tuesday back up to 50 degrees. Planet Hank weather report, the very best weather in town. Man, we did need water in the system, but damn. Right when I'm feeling better, we have to deal with the rain. Rain the whole time? Like, are you kidding me? I'm not having it, okay? I'm absolutely not having it. All right?
Vermont. Fall 2024. Brattleboro police conducted a traffic stop on Elliott Street. An investigation revealed the driver had a suspended driver's license.
I try to make sure they're all capped, but they fall off. That's what I'm saying. Be careful.
The officer also found probable cause for a search, so the officer got the driver out of the truck, who then gave consent to the officer to search his body and the vehicle. Upon searching the vehicle, the officer found several tickets of fentanyl. A ticket is a wax bag that contains approximately 22.3 milligrams of the synthetic opioid, which is around 50 times stronger than heroin. The man was given a citation to appear in criminal court at a later date and released.
I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com, sponsored by Brattleboro Ford. Can you imagine taking a freaking needle, okay, hitting your vein, tying it off, and hitting yourself with some freaking death zone fentanyl, okay? Death zone. Okay, so and the funny part is I watched a arrest the other day. Dude was getting arrested. They went up to Market 32 and did some dirt. Okay, tried to steal a bunch of diapers or whatever. And then, so when they got arrested, they had more death zone. There's tons of death zone fentanyl around town. And the guy's like, yeah, that's false advertising, man. That stuff's weak as hell. I was like, what? Okay, so so it's weak as hell because what, you don't die? It's false advertising because you're not dead? Like, what are you guys trying to accomplish? Death zone? Okay. Look at that. Autumn O'Sullivan with a big stars, like all kinds of stuff flew up on my screen. Yo, when you send whatever you just sent, 500 stars, it puts all this crazy stuff all over my screen. That was awesome. The more stars people send, I'm very thankful. There's a star party going on. It's only a couple bucks. We have thousands of people on the Brattleboro News. I got like almost 17,000 followers. If everybody sent $1, dude, we'd have enough money to fund this in a way that we'd have like 5 news stories a day. I'm building this up. It hasn't even been a year yet, and we've already taken over this whole freaking state. We're building the biggest pile of sponsors ever. We're doing it as an independent organization, just on our own, not nonprofits, not getting grants, not taking a bunch of freaking money that should be going to the homeless and then paying ourselves. No. We're building this up from the bottom because our whole system has been taken away from us, which is a great segue, by the way. I'm a natural at this, okay? I had a great segue right there. Absolutely. What an amazing job I just did segueing into this next story. The next story is an amazing story. It was a pleasure for me to put this together for the town of Brattleboro. Everybody has been reaching out to me. The number of calls and messages that I got about this story was absolutely amazing, okay? And I'm going to put it up here, and I'm going to play this for everybody, okay? You know the rules. I play the story.
Breaking news.
We all watch together.
Brattleboro News and
then we talk about
PlanetHank.com. Brattleboro's Each Other group, formerly known as the Community Safety Organizing Team, is proposing a community center and immediate emotional support center. But is there more in that proposal that the public should pay close attention to? Like including a safe injection facility now or in the future. The original proposal that was submitted included a sentence that seemingly suggested as much. However, the director, M. Megas Russell, says that the program is rooted in harm reduction philosophy and practices, but the Each Other project does not include, nor is there intention for it to change into an overdose prevention site. These two resources would run out of the same building as one another, according to the proposal, and this is being presented as an alternative to traditional police.
And I'm also part of a group, I think, as you all know, that's working right now to try to get funding for a community center, in part inspired by that, and separate but connected, immediate 24/7 emotional and spiritual support center. So yeah, I think it doesn't make sense to me to expand and add another policing location when that money could go towards things that I think we have a really good indication could be effective and meet the needs of, really all the stakeholders here more effectively.
Here is what we know so far. This facility would be used to fill the gap CSOT identified during its 2020 Community Safety Review, even though the Police Data Project was submitted in 2024 with more up-to-date information, which contradicts the first safety review. Amongst those identified gaps were access to voluntary mental health support and substance abuse support, very specifically, without police or judicial involvement. The outdated 2020 Community Safety Review summarized the intentions of the document in its introductory overview as, this open process will invite the wealth of knowledge and experiences that our community holds about the police, social services, racism, oppression, and alternatives to punishment and violence. We are working towards a community that is free of white supremacy in all of its manifestations, which seems a little far-fetched. The traditional community center and the emotional support center would be interconnected, which the each other group implies will foster connection and a sense of belonging for all members of the community. The community center will have workshops for educational and skill development, computers with internet access, food and clothing distribution, and help finding housing. The emotional support programs would offer things like walk-in crisis intervention, individual counseling and referrals, peer support groups, and activities to promote mental well-being. Due to the nature and focus of the emotional support program, there is a chance that this will become another hotspot for people who are under the influence of hard drugs or other intoxicants, as well as people experiencing mental health crisis. With that in mind, it seems likely that there will be situations that escalate. This prediction is based on the clear pattern that the town has seen, where places like the voucher program hotels, groundworks, and certain Wyndham Windsor Housing Trust buildings have become regular stops for the Brattleboro Police Department, whose officers work hard to ensure the community's safety while putting their own personal safety on the line. This brings into question how this facility will handle situations if the employees can't de-escalate any potential situations that could pose a risk to anyone present. The desire of the core facilitators to operate without any police involvement and have proposed this project as an alternative to police entirely, referencing how police funding would better be spent with their project, could become its own issue. For instance, at least one of them is very vocal about defunding the police, sees them as harmful as well as systemically racist, so it is unclear if the police would be allowed to enter when necessary, and if they would be, to what degree. Considering the murder at Groundworks in 2023, as well as many dangerous situations involving firearms directly related to substance use and sales, as well as a couple related to mental health emergencies in 2024, precautions will need to be taken to ensure public safety. Children's safety also needs to be taken into consideration, if not take priority, as any child in and around the facility could be exposed to drug users and intoxicated people. It is unclear if they have any specific plans to shield children from this kind of exposure or what that will look like. The number of members in the community who have expressed concerns that they feel unsafe in regards to drug use, aggressive panhandling, physical violence, as well as other criminal and disorderly activity in town is significant. It is unclear if the each other group expects this community center to ease those concerns, or if they're prioritizing helping the homeless and addicted, create some kind of bias that isn't truly inclusive of the community as a whole, but rather just specific demographics that align with the facilitators' polarized personal, political, and social views. Do we really need to fund political activism disguised as a community center? The year one budget to establish and operate this proposed community and emotional support center is estimated to be somewhere around $1.7 million. With tensions already high amongst the community regarding projected tax increases, as well as how money is used by the town and various agencies therein, is this an appropriate use of such a large amount of money? In a couple recent articles released by the Brattleboro Reformer, opinions are shared by Sarah Turbo, as well as former town manager Peter Elwell, where the overreaching themes are criticism of the community conduct ordinance, as well as funding for town resources, be it policing or human services, and the incorrect narrative that poverty is being criminalized. The argument that they use against the police substation and more officers using one-time funds for reoccurring costs also applies to the each other community center and emotional support center. The same people complaining about $700,000 in funding for the substation are the ones happy to throw $1.7 million towards this experimental endeavor. The substation plans to include public restrooms, a community center, community lockers, as well as fixing existing issues with the building that would allow businesses to utilize some of the space. Elwell asserts that these so-called financial mistakes will potentially take years to correct and recover from. But the same can be said about the behavioral and criminal fallout that we are now seeing that his time as town manager created, not to mention the conflict of interest caused by his positions held in nonprofits and his socio-political agendas. No one is making it illegal to be poor. It is and always has been illegal to conduct yourself in unsafe and harmful ways that negatively affect people and property. Being poor does not automatically mean that you are incapable of acting with basic decency. Putting the financial burden on the hardworking members of the community, many of which are struggling to make ends meet themselves, is not going to lift up those below the poverty line. It is going to push more people beneath it. Defunding the police may sound like a utopian dream in theory to these people, but considering the state of things, it would most likely be a dystopian nightmare in reality. The members of the community deserve to have a say and for their opinions to be heard. Additionally, the CSOT has been very vocal in pushing back against the Select Board approved Acceptable Community Conduct Ordinance by creating and promoting a petition on change.org titled Moving Past Us vs. Them, which challenges the decision and requests a representative town meeting vote in hopes to overturn the decision. Their proposal includes language about a space for organizing, which seems like they plan on using the facility for their own political activism. The representative town meeting is scheduled for December 12th, 6 p.m. I urge everyone to get involved and show up to the meeting. So make your minds up for yourselves, but it seems very likely that troubles will arise considering the nature of this facility. To properly handle any potential issues that could arise, there would need to be a considerable number of staff members present at any given time, as well as the training that would be necessary for them to operate such a facility. It also does not seem realistic to suggest that social workers would be able to intervene in a violent situation that would require police intervention. It is obvious that housing, addiction, and mental health are serious issues the town has been facing, but it seems to get worse year after year, and not holding people accountable is not working. We already have several nonprofits in town that cover what this facility suggests it will provide, like Turning Point, HCRS, Groundworks, the Brattleboro Retreat, and we have poured millions of dollars into them, which has resulted in very little success. Are these the people that we want to trust with this highly sensitive, redundant facility with a whopping $1.7 million project for the town when property taxes are already projected to increase upwards of 22% according to the Select Board? I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com.
Are you kidding me? Like, 9 minutes of those people. I'm so sick of them. Going in their little Brattleboro, Vermont group, acting super lefty. Hank is not a journalist. Hank is not a journalist. This is not journalism. Oh, this is not journalism. We are done with you people. I'm done with that whole group. Okay, remember that lady in there earlier this week? She was like crying about her ID. She lives at Groundworks. I literally reached out to her because it sounded to me like Groundworks was trafficking her. Like, so they have brought you up here from Pennsylvania. You lost your house in Pennsylvania. You come up here to Groundworks, and they have you in there. You have nowhere to go. You know nobody. They're getting paid to have their bed filled for you, and you are literally have no ID, have nobody to contact, no way to get one. You're lost, and you seem mental, and you're trapped. And they're loving it. And they just want you to and go down into your bed and be quiet. And I've reached out to her, and then she lost it on me, went into the Brattleboro Vermont group, and then they all went crazy. He said he owns the Brattleboro Reformer. And then did he? That's fraud. We're going to get him. And they do that same crap they try to do with the cops while they're getting arrested. We're going to get you in trouble. Y'all aren't going to get anybody. Who are you going to call? You're going to call the fucking each other group? You all want to defund the police, but you're upset. You're not getting anybody in trouble. You people are lost. We're taking the power back. You are uneducated, thick, brainwashed people. You are not smart. You are literally taking uncreative, very simple and boring messages and regurgitating it. You go down and figure out what you're supposed to say, and then you just say what everybody else in your little group says, and then all of a sudden, I'm educated. You're an uneducated one, okay? which is going to bring me into my next segue, which, oh my God, everybody who's here, you guys are going to have the time of your lives with this segue, with this entire segment. I absolutely love this. Oh, here we go.
We better stop the war, 'cause ammunition coming mass production. We better stop the war before we lose control, and then we gonna do it all. Ignorant politician, stop the war.
Greed is definitely not compassion. Okay, we have this group in town. We have several. We got 79 nonprofits in Brattleboro. They think they run this town. Okay, they've even gone as far as creating a separate group, One Brattleboro, where they have elected who gets to be involved. They go in there. They've selected all their cronies. All the nonprofits, they work together to get millions and millions of dollars. HCRS, $59 million a year. Groundworks, $3.6 million. You got Turning Point. You got the Brattleboro Retreat. It's $90-something million a year. They're all in cahoots. They're draining our town. Okay? They have the community safety organizing team, which now switched their name to the Each/Other. Oh, that's so cute. It's like our pronouns. It's like saying I'm a he, them. Like what? What are you talking about? Okay? You guys are changing the meaning of the word safety. The word safety is this like vague word that you can pin a million meanings underneath of it. Their community safety review in 2020 that they made is full of all kinds of nonsense. I mentioned it in my story where they're like saying that they're going to stop white supremacy and racism and like all this groovy crap. It's like around the Black Lives Matter, George Floyd era. So they were like getting away with this nonsense, and they got this thing pushed through with Peter Elwell. Thank God he's gone. He was a plant from Groundworks from the start. Get that guy the fuck out of Brattleboro. Jesus Christ. Puke. Okay? And this review is full of all this nonsense. And they're down here using the word safety. And it's like, you guys don't know what that word means. Okay? You're trying to say that like safety means that like anytime I need a place to talk about something, I'll have a safe place to be. That's what safety is to me. They were like, we did a survey of what safety means to the citizens of Brattleboro. And they were like, what? This is not what safety is at all. Having a dirty couch at the pop drop down at the bus station is not safety. What safety is having 8 police cars with their blue lights come on when someone is destroying your family in the middle of the night, when it's raining, when it's freezing, when nobody else will show up. You have people that are going to show up and save your life. Fire trucks, EMS, police, nurses at the emergency room. They had a whole safety fair. And their entire point at the safety fair was we should be getting the money from the police. We should be getting the money from the police. It's absolutely the most ridiculous nonsense. They have literally switched the meaning of the word greed into compassion. Oh, well, we were going to help. But we didn't get paid enough. We started the pop drop, but we didn't get paid. Malika was down. That woman in my thing, Malika. She was down at the select board talking about how they stopped the pop drop because they didn't get paid enough. We didn't get paid, and I had to get back to my job. And so we did a free experiment to the town of Brattleboro. We should have gotten paid. We should have got $1 million because we really had some situations that, like, and we didn't call the cops. Like, so when someone got killed at Groundworks and they shut down, y'all started a pop drop, okay? A dirty couch with a nasty little board that you hippies could write crap on. And now you're mad because you didn't get paid anything. Because the first place that you were all at, that you were getting paid, that you didn't want the cops to go, had a massive emergency where one of y'all got killed, and you shut it down, and the cops had to come and arrest the person, and we're still dealing with the freaking fallout from that. But now we got the pop drop, but you didn't call the cops there. You're at the pop drop. Nobody wanted that. Nobody asked you to do that. You went down there on your own. It wasn't an experiment from the town. You weren't gathering data that we all desperately wanted to know. Nobody asked you people to do that. Nobody did. Nobody wants any of you here. We all overwhelmingly do not want these nonprofits acting like a shadow government in our communities. We don't care. We didn't ask you for your help. We don't care that you don't like the police because you're crazy activists. We didn't ask you to try to replace them. We want the police there when crime is happening, when businesses are being destroyed, when people are being victimized, when playgrounds and children are being freaking exposed to disgusting drugs and degeneracy. Okay, we do not want any of that crap in town. And they just think that it's like their place to change the town into their activism, and like it's a favor that they've done for us, and that somehow we need to basically allow them, and not only allow them, but to pay them. Like, oh, well, I mean, thank you very much. If it wasn't for you, then what would we do? What would we do? We'd use the police. We would have a new substation. We voted for all these things to be in. We voted for that. We created the documents and did it. We never asked you guys to throw a tantrum and go down there. So now we have to deal with this town representative meeting. Let me throw this up right here. Let me throw this up. I'm going to share it. I'm going to go through this and do a little research live for you guys right now. All right. So the town representative meeting. Let me throw this up. Okay. Let me put it like that so you guys can see me doing my research. All right. The representative town meeting. Special RTM, December 12th, 2024. Legal voters qualified to vote in the representative town meeting. This is happening tomorrow, 6 p.m. at the Academy School in West Brattleboro, okay? Are notified, the representative town meeting are hereby notified and warned to meet in the gymnasium of the Academy School, 860 Western Ave on Thursday, December 12th at 6 p.m. to act on the articles listed below. The acceptable community conduct ordinance that was voted in by the select board and everybody in town loved it. Article 2, to transact any other business. All right, the caucus. All three Brattleboro districts, 7, 8, and 9, will caucus just prior to the special representative town meeting. Thursday, District 7 has 16 seats to appoint. District 8 has 7. And District 9 has 3. I'm going, and I'm going to get onto this. I'm going to get onto the caucus. We are going to get hanky-panky to be a special town representative. I'm going there. I'm going to get in there. It says child care stipends are available for this meeting. Contact town manager for more about that. All right, and I'm going to read this. Most towns in Vermont make important decisions at an annual town meeting, which all residents may attend and vote. Brattleboro is one of Vermont's larger towns and is the only town in Vermont to hold a representative-type town meeting. Town meeting members discuss, debate, and vote on the town budget and a number of other binding and non-binding policies. Oh, God, now we got non-binary policies. Get the fuck out of here. Goes, there are 150 voting members at the representative town meeting, including 138 elected town meeting representatives, in addition to ex officio members, including the select board, town clerk, town treasurer, moderator, and town representatives and state senators that reside in Brattleboro. The total number of the town meeting representatives is based on the number of registered voters per district. An elected group of 5 members of the select board carry out the policies and set the annual town meeting. The policy set at the annual town meeting. So that's talking about the one in March. But this is a special meeting that they created because we are having a meltdown over the town meeting. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Y'all are so mad about there being ordinance of conduct, like that you're having a meltdown. They made that petition. They're having this whole, you're making it illegal. You're making it illegal, man, to be human, okay, to be poor. What are you talking about? Okay. Here's a little, okay, so you guys are going to absolutely love this. I want to see hearts and smileys when I play this.
I wanted to help, but I was lost. I wanted to help, and all I needed was $2 million. No, all I deserved was $2 million. With that money, I would have been spiritual for all of Brattleboro. Imagine how spiritual we could have been. Each other could have been exactly the solution nobody knew they wanted and never asked for. We could have kept each other safe if only we had $2 million. Now the police will have to do it for $700,000. I was lost.
Like, what the fuck are these people? I can't even, like, is there even a better representation of Brattleboro lefty women ever? Like, are you kidding me? Why won't you give me millions of dollars? I wanted to help, but you didn't make us millionaires. Like, what? Nobody needs that type of help. Okay, like here's the thing. Y'all need help. Nobody needs to give you almost $2 million to go downtown with your dumb shit. Like, here's the problem with your $2 million bill. You're going to go downtown with your dumb shit regardless. You've been doing it the whole time. Like, we've been telling you, get the fuck out of town. Stay the fuck out, okay? Get out of here. And y'all keep going down there. But now it costs us $2 million, so if we don't pay it, you're not going to go, or you're still going to go. That's the problem with activists. They're still going to go. Like, we could give them $0 million, and I guarantee you that these same annoying-ass motherfuckers are actually going to be down. Like, what the? Jesus Christ. Seems like a better deal to not pay you and still deal with your annoying shit than to give you all the money in the town and so we can't have any cops, give you all the money, we have no options, anything goes wrong, we can't fix it now, we have no money, but what we have is dirty hippies down there. The fuck out of here, yo. He goes, they spent $1 million to make that commercial. Yo, I feel like it. Oh, my God. It's like being stuck in the goddamn fucking Matrix, I swear to God. We are like in hell. Oh, and they're so educated. Well, the people all with like master's degrees in restorative justice would like agree, man. I went to a seminar in San Francisco and they said how smart I was. Like, yeah, we'll keep our $2 million. Thanks a lot. We'll keep the $2 million. Matter of fact, we're done with you. Can you not go to any select boards anymore? Can you freaking dirty? Like, you're all dirty, okay? Like, what the hell? Get out of here. We don't want to hear from y'all anymore. We voted you out. We're done with it. Greed is not compassion. Like, what does helping people and getting paid $150,000 a year to work at a homeless shelter? Like, it's not it. You guys have, like, trying to manipulate everybody with compassion. It's called the guilt and bilk. Okay? Guilt and bilk in Brattleboro. They guilt you and then bilk you for millions of dollars. Get out of here. A spiritual center. Motherfucker. She said, was that a real commercial? Oh, my God. He goes, why not use that opioid settlement money to send the zombies to rehab? Oh, yeah, they don't want to do that. They don't want to actually, they're like, we don't have any services that would give any of the people who need rehab longer than 14 days. Okay, so let's use the money to send them to rehab. No, you can't do that. We need the $2 million. We deserve to be millionaires. We deserve it. Merry Christmas. So it's the very best season of the year. We got Hank. I'm freaking Saint Hank this year. I got the best Christmas presents in town. I got these scented candles, peppermint, okay? Oh, yeah, look at that big bad boy right there. These big old candles. We got these. I've got a bunch of Christmas ornaments. Okay, we're getting hooded sweatshirts. They're on their way. Look at this, though. This one here. We got to get one of you little, maybe we'll give one of these to the, maybe we'll give one of these little piggy banks. Look at this Planet Hank piggy bank, okay? You put the little money right in there and everything. Maybe we'll give this little piggy bank to, oh, there he is. There is Marco. Maybe we'll give this piggy bank over to M. Megas Russell, and she can save up for the each other community spiritual center. Okay, they throw in their little freaking, we'll put a swear jar. You throw a quarter in every time I swear, and before you know it, they'll be down there saving the town of Brattleboro. Those are available. We got tons of merch. I got T-shirts, but I have the biggest announcement of all. Look at what we are creating, okay? And this is a brand new item that we are going to be releasing, and these are going to be called. I want dogs. I want people putting dog emojis. I want people putting dog emojis up. 3 dog emojis, and this boy going to get his treats. Let's go. Dog emojis. Marco needs his dog emojis. I need people to put dog emojis in the comments. 3 of them. Dog, dog, dog. I don't see anybody doing it. You better do it, or else I'll send him away. But what I have here are delicious. Pumpkin, okay? Pumpkin peanut butter Marco's Munchies by Planet Hank. Look at this guy right here. He is freaking crazy about these dog treats right here. We have made these delicious dog treats, and we have custom cutters with shapes coming out. Oh my God, where these are going to be available on the website and via Hank specifically. Look at this boy. Marco's Munchies. I know everybody is going to want to give these to their dog. Look at this guy. He usually comes and gets his treat and is gone. And sometimes he doesn't even come and get them. I could get Marco to do anything for these. Peanut butter and pumpkin, homemade Marco's Munchies. We've got custom Planet Hank. They're going to be in shapes of the logo, the Planet Hank logo. And I just made up labels for them and everything. They're going to be ready before the holidays and then ready from then on out. And I know that all of you with your dogs are going to be getting, she said, give that poor baby a treat. He said for the president. Yes, look at all those dog emojis. That's a lot of dog emojis. Okay. He got tons of dog emojis. Look at that. Whoa, we got pages of them. That's a lot of dog emojis. That's a lot. So, yeah. He goes, he needs a custom Planet Hank sweatshirt. You're goddamn right he does. Man, I absolutely loved it. I love this so much. I'm going to play this again. I love this so much.
I wanted to help, but I was lost. I wanted to help, and all I needed was $2 million. No, all I deserved was $2 million. With that money, I would have been spiritual for all of Brattleboro. Imagine how spiritual we could have been. Each other could have been exactly the solution nobody knew they wanted and never asked for. We could have kept each other safe if only we had $2 million. Now the police will have to do it for $700,000. I was lost.
We could have kept each other safe for $2 million. Now the police will have to do it for $700,000. Like, what the fuck? They're down there bitching. The police are spending $700,000 and simultaneously asking for 1.7 for some fake bullshit. It's just ridiculous, dude. She said, "Go for a mill, Norma. Go for a mill." She said, "I need a pop-up at the craft shop. The new craft pop. The pop shop at the freaking..." I'm surprised it's not called the pop shop down at Sam's. You know, they got the pop drop. They got the drop-in center. We got the pop shop down at the freaking whatever. Why don't we pop into the pop shop and buy some Planet Hank merch? But you guys got to keep your eyes out for Marco's Munchies. And I know that some of your babies are going to want those piggy banks. These piggy banks are awesome. Let me tell you what. This is handmade. This is a super nice present. This thing is nice. Planet Hank on one side, dollars on the other. It's got a nice cork in there. You can dump the money out there. Look how cute that is. The cork's the nose. Oh, my God. You guys are going to be rich. We're going to gift one of those to each other proposal team, the CSOT. You said control yourself. You're gonna have a stroke. Big shout out to everybody watching. Absolutely love everybody who supports me every week. I can't wait to do this show next week. Tomorrow, I'm going to be at the town representative meeting. Everybody show up, support your boy. We all need to stick together in this. We need to, help out any way we can, build this place back. We're sick and tired of the false narratives trying to run the town. We're done with it. They've been having meltdowns about me. Just remember. They mad, we happy. It's all Hank's fault. Hank did all of it. They're all crisis actors. None of those police stories are real. I made it all up. I love you guys so much. Peace.